Sports. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football. National championship at stake. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. And now the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Shaw. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And completion makes it second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Here's the second down play. They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught quickly. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up now.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And here comes the punter onto the field. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Remember the last possession, it was a long march, but it stalled. They came up empty. Can they find the end zone this time? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Well, another 1st down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the game just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. A quick throw out left, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here for this offense. Looking to throw again. Launching it downfield. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First and goal, handoff. And they're able to get him down.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the handoff. That's good for a first down near the 40. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They'll run the option. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. And when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Pass caught near the sideline, but it gains nothing. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball
can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the 1st down. The clock is still running. Enough to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's incomplete. Seconds remaining now.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Tailback takes the handoff again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Breaking free at midfield. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game.
Let's go. Unlock. Flip it. Flip.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Well, they stop him short. Defense stout here on back-to-back plays.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's four-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Play action here on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. Short connection to the tight end here.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. That's good for 1st down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Caught in the flat by the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. He'll hand it off. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And that pass falls incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. Tackle made after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. No, he didn't make it. He did not get there. What a huge play by this defense late in this tight game.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. Fair catch made at the 40. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extent.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down and goal. Applying for the touchdown on the right side. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side for this crucial play. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's going to pull it down and run. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
That gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Tackle made after a big gain. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And there's the handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. So a crucial touchdown, but that was just the first part. Now you got to execute the onside kick, Kirk, to give yourself a chance to win the national championship.
Well, as you know, Chris, this onside kick, I think it's the toughest play in the game. Both special teams units know that the play is coming, and they understand the stakes as well. And if the kicking team can somehow get the ball, anything can happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. They stop him, but it's a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Texas Longhorns.